There's an interesting thing happening in India. Apparently, I didn't believe it when I first heard it, but there is an anti-Romeo squad which is working in some parts of the country and receiving tremendous acclaim and applause. It worried me a bit as to why would somebody be against somebody who is a Romeo, because being a literature student, Romeo and Juliet is one of the most famous works of William Shakespeare, written in the year 1591 or 1595 thereabouts, with some really glowing gems of literature. One which you must have heard goes like this: what's in a name? A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet. And several such quotes that you can find in Romeo and Juliet if you just go to Google. So when I heard about an anti-Romeo squad in operation, I was actually quite surprised as to why would somebody form a squad against love. Then I did some research on Google and I stumbled upon videos with titles Manchale ki pitai, uski dhulai, iske saath isko tamacha, and so on and so forth. I got even more confused. Now why would me, I mean, if I am in love with somebody, why will I get beaten and pasted in any part of the country? Because, you know, being a literature student, I know a bit about Romeo, and being a lawyer, I also know a bit about the Constitution of India. So I did further research, and as it turns out, the administration is not against love. They are only against people who are eve teasing. Thankfully so. Now, eve teasing is a major problem in many parts of the country. We have done a couple of videos on that actually. And women and ladies and their dignity must be protected at any cost. But probably one needs to understand and safeguard innocent citizens from being beaten up just because they happen to be somewhere. In other words, what if that boy is genuinely in love with a girl and the girl is genuinely in love with him? How can the state administration interfere with that? I'll tell you provisions by virtue of which no state authority, no chief minister, no prime minister, nobody can interfere with two consenting adults who love each other. I will come to that quickly, but before that, let me continue. So, this was followed by another news report where apparently two consenting adults were picked out of their room, paraded through the street by a self-appointed guardian of moral values and cultural values. This again is a violation of law, because two consenting adults can be together in any room in this country, and if the lady happens to be married other than the husband of the lady under laws of adultery, nobody else has any locus standi. Locus standi is a legal terminology which, mildly put, asks the question, what is your problem? Who are you to complain? So two consulting adults were found in one room, they were dragged out, the girl was photographed, paraded through the street. A while earlier, I did another video in Kerala where again a group of politicians or so-called politicians rounded up young lovers in Kerala, humiliated them and even whacked them a bit. Now, the trouble with this is that most of these actions run foul of the Constitution of India. Constitution of India, Article 21, Justice Krishna Iyer compared it with the Magna Carta, a beautiful document written in the year 1215. Article 21 gives you right to life, right to liberty. In one of the videos, what is disturbing is what looks like a police officer, a lady police officer, catches hold of a boy and asks him, what are you doing here? And starts delivering slaps across his face. He says, Hamara ghar yahan pe hai. So she beats him up further and she says, Ghar tera yahan pe, tu yahan pe kya kar raha hai? Why are you not inside your house? And she beats him up black and blue. Now there are many such videos doing the rounds, and as a law-abiding citizen, as a citizen who is fully vigilant and conversant about the laws in India, these are disturbing scenes. If that boy was not troubling anybody, if that boy was not passing lewd remarks against anybody, if he was just standing wherever he was standing, even if that be near a women's college, I doubt if there is a legal provision to beat him up and to chase him from where he's standing. Why? Because of Article 19 of the Constitution of India, which gives you freedom of movement. As a citizen of this country, I have the freedom to move except certain restrictions, maybe defense establishments, maybe inside the police station and so on and so forth. I have the right to move around in public places. Article 21, right to life. Article 21 also says right to personal liberty. Article 19 tells you the freedom aspect of your life. You have a freedom to move around, you have a freedom to associate with people, you even have a freedom to assemble without arms. Article 14, right to equality and equal protection of the laws, irrespective of your sex, creed, age, caste, religion, whatever. So, what am I trying to highlight here? I am trying to highlight here that there is a very thin line between enforcing certain laws to protect people and encroaching on innocent citizens' rights. In fact, I will scroll you down here what was said by the author of Constitution of India, the very revered Ambedkar Sahab. He was very clear that your fundamental rights cannot be encroached upon by the administration or even by the society. If you are a citizen who is worried about encroachment of your fundamental rights, I will scroll you down something else here. It's called right to constitutional remedies. Article 32 of the Supreme Court of India, Article 226 of, Article 32 and Article 226 of the Constitution of India give you inalienable powers to move the court of law and get a diktat against whoever is infringing upon your rights. I hope this video was informative to you. I have named it Love, Sex and Law because neither love nor sex is against the law if they don't break any of the written laws of the country. Love, two consenting adults falling in love, is nowhere against the law in any part of this country. Sex between two consenting adults is very clearly not a crime in this country, and if the lady is married, the only law that comes into force is the law of adultery, and the only person who has a locus standi is the husband of the wife and nobody else. If it's a rape, it's a crime. If it's a minor, it's a crime. But other than that, it is not a crime to have sex in the country between two consenting adults. We have crossed 1000 subscribers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to come out every day and bring you one aspect of law that I try to simplify and hopefully gives you some power to deal with the situations in your life. Thank you very much.